Did I make the same silver I made a month ago? Um, I'm not sure what you mean. He might be, he might be asking you, Halibut, the guy in chat.
No, no, I'm thinking maybe if you're asking you, I think if you're asking maybe to make more or less, I don't know. Per hour, maybe he's wondering.
I don't know. Fishing for Ide for me has been terrible, but it's probably just because I don't have the right setups. If I go to Quarry right now, I seem to be doing better than everybody else. I'm making 250 to 300 for an hour and a half, 2 hours.
That's
So
great.
I do a lot
That is
better than
great.
that. And I just really want a trophy. If I got a trophy Ide right now, I'd probably leave and go to Quarry because this is not the best money making situation. I've got one.
I would like to have some idle orders, please, but I don't see any. There's a burbot order, 1.2 kilo, if you have.
No, I didn't. I didn't go after it. Yeah, I'm positive that I know that I'm making 150 to 200 silver per hour on. Well, about 150 an hour, 150 average an hour on Corey, and my. Hold on one second. I'll show you the setups I'm using over there. Oh, this is worth pulling in. Gotta be careful though, because if I break it, I buy it.
Don't break the rods, you will only break the line. Because the line, I think, is the weakest setup. Especially with the Fluoro 6. Don't worry, if you break it, you don't have to buy it. Then you just break it.
But this is fighting. It's because I said that. Watch, because I said if I got a trophy right now, I'd go to Corey, and the game's gonna hold me to it. I'm about to pull in this trophy right now.
Get a trophy, maybe you can get a couple more trophies.
Right?
Yeah, with that setup, it's gonna take some line if you get a trophy. Because you can't run so high up in the drag, you know. You can go, I think, 1920, I think. Because I go just so I in the red. It's okay, but it's also what you say, what you are comfortable with, you know. Some people doesn't like running in the red.
I'll run in the red. I just where I
But
like
there's,
to run is like just below the red in the yellow.
yeah. That's a good place to be as well. That's a good place to be, just below the red. That's a great place to be actually. Because when the fish turn a little bit and stuff like that, you can get some bounces, you know, higher up. So just there is a great spot to be.
He's still taking line from me though, so he's decent sized.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Finally. Hmm. So when you say 9 hours at the hot spots, are you talking about like bream fishing like 2 weeks ago when that was hot, and now you're eyed fishing, or are you talking about you're dropping 9 hours on Corey trolling and only making 600 silver? Oh, I got another pull. I hope that stays on.
Usually, I think when you get a bigger bite, the fish is better to stay on. So I wouldn't be too worried for that one too. There actually.
Nah, he's taking it. I'm not
Yeah.
giving up on this one anyway, so that one can go. I know this one's big. I've done that before. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll just pull in the other one real quick, and I lose.
Yeah. And then you say, oh, I got something nice as well. I think about. I woke up now. It seems that's good. I'm a little bit slow for a while.
It could be that way, Mr. XO or OX. Um, do you know what server you're on? Are you on the US server? Like, have you caught a weekly and know exactly what server you're on? Because I've been doing the same thing I've been doing since the server restart, but after it seems it's slower everywhere I go. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I mean, you could definitely be right, and they could have done something since the server reset to nerf some of the hotter spots. But I mean, I think that everybody just gets good at something. So, like, what is your go-to thing when you're trying to make money? Like, is it bream fishing? Is it, you know, trolling here for salmon and Xander, or is it what do you like to do when you're trying to make money? This thing is still fighting me.
It's good. On that line, it takes a little bit of time to get the trophies in.
Salmon and Xander mostly. You know, I can completely agree with you, because when I was joining competitions for them like a month ago, I was easily with the balsa cranks pulling in Xander after Xander. I joined a competition for total weight Xander like a month ago, or no, like a week ago, and I literally caught 2 Xander the whole time. So if that's what you're talking about, I completely agree.
Yeah, the fish seem to change sometimes what they bite on and not bite on and where they are. It can be rough. It can be rough, actually. It can be rough. It's fucking hard sometimes.
Yeah, it gets frustrating.
It's been slow a little bit. Spin fishing. Spin fishing what you're doing. It's been a little bit slow lately, spin fishing. Except for like 1-2 days at 110, 110. It was good. Spin fishing has been a little bit slow sometimes.
So, but same with breams and ides. So you're not fishing off just the dock right now? You're not ide fishing? You're not doing as well? See, Corey, I'm still doing good on, but it's funny you say that, because other people, like last night when they were watching me stream, they were asking me how I was doing so well there. And I'm like, I don't know. I'll show you my setup. Oh, I got him in. And I'm pretty sure he's a trophy. So it's the setup, like, right, like...
I think that's trophy.
Yes! Finally! Thank you.
Yeah, it's nice one. 4.2 kilos, more or less.
I don't have the energy to cast right now. I'm gonna have to go buy something. Drink all my
Shift click it. Shift click it. You get there. Yeah, 100. That's good.
I'm pretty sure I lost the fish off. Oh, no, I didn't. I'm good here, too. So, I'm going to try a little longer here, Mr. OX, and then I'll go to Corey, and I'll show you what I do. But watch, because I said, oh, I'm doing good there, by the time I get to Corey, it'll be terrible for me. And it depends. I got work tomorrow. I'm not supposed to be on that late. But we'll see. But I'll show you what I use and what's been working for me, and then we'll see if it works. But 9 times out of 10, when I say something, this game does the opposite. So I'm like, oh, bream are really biting here, and then I go back there the next day and it's not happening. But to your point, it could be something to do with the server reset. I mean, maybe they're nerfing it to... No, it's alright, buddy. I mean, like, I like Corey anyway, so any reason to go to Corey is alright with me. I mean, that's what I'm mostly set up on, or set up for. Most of my purchases have been... You think they nerfed something? I wouldn't be surprised. And the best part is that even though whether they did it or didn't, they'll never ever tell us.
Yeah, they definitely nerf something and change something all the time, Mr. Europe. They do that.
That is awesome. Yeah, they feel the same way. Well, what typically happens is devs nerf something, we as a community complain about it, and then slowly but surely it gets better. So that's probably worst case scenario. But if I was gonna ask the devs for anything right now, I'd be like, please, 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 give the trolling motor its own slide bar, so I can just so I can just turn down the sound of the motor, please.
Yeah.
How much gold do I gotta pay for that?
Or if they could have like an electric option.
Oh yeah, that'd be even better. Put an electric trolling motor in the game, I'll buy it.
Electric trolling motors are, that's something that's really popular and common and working great.
Yeah, and then they'd be happy too because they'd be making money. Because I don't know, everybody that trolls at Corey would buy that motor, hands down.
Yeah.
I would grind to buy that motor immediately. I would ignore all else and be like, "What are you doing?" I'm grinding to get my motor, man. That, and I've heard other people make some pretty smart suggestions. I can't think of them now though, but like I've been like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But I don't know. I'm excited for the new river, and I think, is it 26 or 28 that allows you to go there?
What? Let me check. What is Sura? I can't remember what Sura is.
No. Oh yeah, Sora's 24, I think.
It should be 26 or 28 then.
Oh, that's a big difference though, because I'm like 27 and a quarter. So either I'm going or I'm not.
Yeah.